next question concerns fiscal issues. I'm going to start with the slate on my left at this time. On the Hastings Forward website, Peter discusses village expenses and states there is no room for significant cuts without sacrificing important services. Do you agree or disagree with this statement, and please explain?
Mary Jane?
Okay. Good evening. When we're talking about how to most responsibly keep Hastings affordable for our homeowners, we have to consider all options. At this point, most homeowners in Hastings are having difficulty paying their property taxes. Now, there are no easy fixes. If anyone's looking for a $5 million magic bullet, they'll suddenly make everything better. It's not there. What is there is a very long menu of possibilities that we can use to either expand our assets, expand our revenues, make our spending more efficient, and reduce the financially onerous legal requirements placed on us. Bulk purchasing among departments in the village government will help result in some savings. Even if a review several years ago resulted in a finding that there were no major items to cut, a periodic line-by-line review of the budget to see if any of our spending priorities have changed is just fiscal common sense. We can also do more joint purchasing with other governments. We can also make tax-positive development in our major open spaces, including the waterfront, to help our taxpayers and our school district's taxpayers as well. We must do a better job of securing government grants. We must rely more on local philanthropy and volunteerism in these bad economic times to help provide the services, especially our children and seniors will need. And we need to work hand in hand with other local governments to lobby the state for changes in state laws that make our governments less efficient economically. Thank you.
Well, I'm being asked whether I agree with my own statement, so I will say yes. Look, the fact is very simply that our staff, village staff, which constitutes the majority of our expense, is very tight, and there isn't real room for cutting. On the revenue side, the fact is that we face an ugly 2 years. For example, about $250,000 of our $13 million revenues come from our portion of the mortgage taxes paid when a house is flipped. Those will be significantly lower this year, as will the $400,000 that we get in our portion of the sales taxes. So we face a rough environment. There is one thing we are doing, and it's not a should do, it's what we are actually doing. That's happening this Thursday for the first time ever in the River Village's history. I have organized a meeting that involves 6 mayors and 6 village managers getting together again for the first time ever with their budgets to discuss those areas where we can begin to share costs. We had an experiment down this line this year. The repaving you saw was the result of a program I initiated in conjunction with Greenberg and other villages to do a joint bid for the first time ever, saving this village approximately $30,000. This sort of sharing of expenses is the only real way we're going to save money in the next few years. Development will lead to some additional income, but it's not going to save us. The way out is cooperation with the villages around us, and that's our future.
Thank you. Would you like to rebut?
Yes, I would. It's not going to be an easy time for us. We know it's going to be difficult, but we're a community. We are a community of people that have skills and interests. We can come together. We can volunteer. We can help each other. That's the thing that we have to remember. We are a community of people. People have suggested things like swapping things or helping their neighbors out or finding out what's going on if they're ill or not, or getting them the things that they need. We need to spend time looking at the resources that we have. Yes, we should share expenses. Yes, we should try to do better and take a look at our budget and spend our money wisely. But we're a community. We're people here. We can do it. I have faith in everybody. I think we all have ideas, and we're going to make it through it.
Would you like to rebut? And again, you need to speak louder.
My goodness.
I'm sorry.
I appreciate Marge's sentiments. I'm a practical guy, and I'm focused on dollars and cents. There's a few other areas that we can save money in line with the thoughts around sustainability, for example. We perhaps could take a good look at the way we do business here in village municipal services and consider things like energy efficient bulbs in all the buildings, no idling of garbage trucks. Maybe the thermostat doesn't have to be 73 degrees, and in this small way, but not so symbolic, save thousands of dollars. The point made by my colleagues about grants is an important one. The county and state are rich treasure troves, if you know where to look, for considerable grant monies, and maintaining good relationships with those entities is absolutely critical so that when we go with our hands out, our friends in those entities will look upon us favorably.